You know, we all have a story we tell ourselves. A story about who we are, what we can do, and maybe more importantly, what we can't do. And for a lot of folks, that story isn't helping. It's holding them back. I know, because for a long time, I was one of those people. For years, I told myself a story that kept me stuck. I wasn't as good as others. I wasn't born into a family that achieved financial success. People like me don't get ahead. We're meant to work and keep our heads down. I believed success was something other people had, people who came from the right neighborhood, the right background, had the right pedigree, or were simply lucky. I wasn't one of them, and because I believed it, I guess I acted like it was true. I played small, I hesitated. I let opportunities pass me by because, deep down, I thought I wasn't the kind of person who could really be successful. That's the thing about the stories we tell ourselves. They feel like the truth. But most of the time, they're just thoughts we've repeated so many times. They've turned into beliefs that shape our actions. I wasn't failing because I wasn't capable. I was failing because I wasn't even trying. Fortunately, I had mentors in my life. Their belief in me ignited my belief in myself. In addition, I had a huge appetite for reading and listening to everything I could about success and prosperity. This eventually convinced me that I was as worthy as anyone, a realization that hit me like a ton of bricks. This story I've been telling myself wasn't true. That single thought cracked something open inside me. I started questioning everything I had been telling myself. What if I could be the guy in charge? What if I did deserve to be rich? What if success wasn't about where I came from, but what I was willing to do? And that shift changed everything. I continued reading books on success and prosperity, listening to people who had done what I wanted to do, and surrounding myself with mentors who thought differently than I did. The one thing I've always believed: we turn out like the people we hang around. And that's as true for adults as it is for kids. I started taking action. Small steps at first, then bigger ones. And you know what happened? My story started to change. Instead of saying, "I'm not good with money," I started telling myself, "I'm excellent with money and live debt-free." This wasn't just some fake it till you make it mindset trick. I was actively rewiring my brain to focus on possibilities instead of limitations. And guess what? My actions followed. I started businesses. I made investments. I built something meaningful. Because when you rewrite your story, you rewrite your future. What's the story you've been telling yourself? Maybe it's, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never be successful," or "I don't deserve happiness." But let me ask you, who told you that? Chances are it was something you picked up along the way. Maybe from a teacher who didn't believe in you, a parent who struggled and unknowingly passed their fears on to you, a past failure that made you second-guess your worth. But here's the truth. That story doesn't have to be yours anymore. You can decide right now to let go of that old script and write a new one. One that serves you, one that empowers you. If you're ready to change your life, here's where to start. 1. Identify the story that's holding you back. What are the negative beliefs you keep repeating? Write them down. Be honest with yourself. 2. Question its truth. Ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just something I believe for a long time? Would you tell a friend this same story about their life? If not, why are you telling it to yourself? 3. Replace it with an empowering story. Take that old belief and flip it. Instead of, "I'm not good enough," try, "I am worthy and capable." Instead of, "I'll never be successful," say, "I am creating a successful life day by day." Words matter. What you tell yourself becomes your reality. 4. Take one bold action today. Success doesn't come from just thinking differently. It comes from also acting differently. Do one thing today that aligns with your new story. It could be as simple as signing up for a class, making a phone call, or starting a project you've been putting off. 5. Surround yourself with the right people. Your environment shapes your beliefs. If you're always around people who reinforce limiting stories, it's time to find a new circle. Seek out mentors, books, podcasts, and communities that support your growth. Your new story starts now. I want you to know something. You have the power to change your story. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the limiting beliefs that have held you back. You are capable. You are powerful. You are ready. So, today, I challenge you to let go of the story that's been holding you back. Replace it with one that lifts you up, that pushes you forward, that reminds you of what you're capable of. Because if you do that, even just a little bit every day, there's no telling how far you'll go.